Hello everyone, this is Mr. Nyakinya Japheth, a psychologist and a mediator. As you all know, we do help people understand more about life, and we do help people know about how to deal with mental issues. This week we are going to talk about how pornography itself can affect our mental health, and even what are some of the causes that it can cause to people's lives. Welcome as we are going to start.
Oh, we have our guest who is Nyakinya Japheth. We are going to talk about pornography addiction in the era of dark web. So, sir, what exactly is pornography addiction?
Okay, thank you very much. When you talk about pornography addiction, I think this is when you talk about even addiction itself. It is when you do something too much. We do say that anything that you do excessively, it has what? It has its impact.
Yeah, too much of something is poisonous.
Too much of something is poisonous. Thank you. Now, when we talk about pornography addiction, here we talk about those people who are addicted to watch pornography. And there's other guys who can ask what is pornography. I think pornography all people understand. It is when you watch sex materials, where you see people acting on sex, and then you just watch on a daily basis. As we all know that nowadays the web that we have said that it is a dark web. When you talk about the dark web, we mean that everything now it is on social media. If you want to know everything, it is on social media. If you want to know if it is about sex, you go to social media. So today, I think, as we have said, we will see the causes of pornography addiction, and then we see even how you can manage this condition.
So, as you all know, pornography addiction has negative effects on ourselves and also on people around us. So, what are some of these negative effects?
Okay, thank you very much. When we talk about the negative effects about pornography addiction, number one, we need to see how it affects the individual.
Yeah.
As you all know, every day we talk about mental issues. When you are addicted to watch pornography, it can cause mental illness. It can cause depression. It can cause even other diseases which are associated with the mental process. When I talk about addiction, maybe you can ask me, how is it going to happen? When you, on a daily basis, when you watch pornography, we have in the mind, we have what you call brain cells. When we have the brain cells, when they accumulate, they produce the chemical we call dopamine. When we call the dopamine, and then dopamine and serotonin, as I always say that when we have the imbalance of dopamine and serotonin, we are going to have what you call you are going to have imbalance. When you have the imbalance, it causes depression. Now, as you watch pornography on a daily basis, here you get that there is an increase of dopamine, because dopamine, it is produced when you do what? When you watch these materials, right?
Yeah.
Are we together?
Yeah.
Another effect that I can talk about, it is about pornography. It causes isolation.
Isolation from people, or
people isolate themselves because now they want to watch. When they watch, they want to associate themselves.
Yeah.
And again, pornography. Let us look to the young youths who are growing. The negative effects that it can cause. I want to be so honest with you. If you look to the cases that we have in the country, cases of that we have on a daily basis, on the statistics that happen, we have what you call people are going outside the marriage.
So when you watch pornography, it can also affect your marriage.
It can cost your marriage.
Yeah.
How is it gonna cost your marriage? For example, you get there's a guy who has been exposed to pornography.
Yeah.
When you are exposed to pornography, I mean that you watch all the materials you watch about sex. And when you watch about sex, when you watch, you get the appetite. You want to test, right? When you want to test here, you get exposed, and then you start doing this sex, right? When you do it sex, you go and do again and again. When it reaches the day when you will be married, you have been married to, let's say for example, it's a lady who has been married to a guy who is not exposed.
Yeah.
You see, now that one will bring the conflict in the family.
Yeah.
I think now you got a fact.
Yeah. So guys, as you can hear, pornography addiction can really cost your marriage. So hope you have learned something there. Okay, there are other effects, like you get like the relationship between you and your friends to the people around you, how does it affect that one?
Okay, again, as I said, the relationship within your area, it can be affected within your circle. One, people can feel guilt.
Yeah, the guilt.
The guilt when you are watching pornography, you feel guilt. Not only that, when you watch pornography again, psychologically you can be someone who there's what you call mood changes.
Yeah.
Mood changes, like you get irritated very quickly. When you talk about being irritated, let's say for example I'm with movie and the movie is watching pornography. Because of the effects of watching pornography, you get angry very quickly, right? This is because of pornography. Another thing that I don't want to forget, another effect that it can cause. It can cause someone, it can cause people to do what? Young people, it causes them to start early sex practice. Yeah. And when you talk about early sex practice, it is here. Let's say, for example, those guys who are in school, they have not. Sex is what we do say. Sex is for those people who are married.
Yeah,
and those
it's for
people.
the married.
So if you get that it is from primary, high school, you get, because they are exposed to this now, the dark web, where they get sex materials. This is the time they start practicing that sex, right? Now, when they start practicing this sex, you can see even the concentration in school is going to be held, and this is the where we are going to get high early pregnancy in school. So it is that pornography which has caused the children to go to sex. When they go to sex now, what is the result of the sex?
Early pregnancy.
Early pregnancy. Thank you.
So, guys, and we know many of the people around us are addicted to pornography. So we know such people can be helped in such a way. So I want you to explain us, how can you help someone who is addicted to pornography to recover from that?
Okay, one way that you can help, there's many ways that you can help people to get out of pornography addiction. One, we have treatment. When you talk about treatment, this is when maybe if you know that you have been affected by pornography addiction, you need to go to the psychologist, or you can go to psychologist. This is gonna help you to have proper planning how you are going to end this pornography addiction. Or if the case is going to be worst case scenario, you can go to psychiatric, who is gonna give you medication, and from the medication you are going to be stabilized on your condition. Another way that we can treat pornography addiction, it is you go to the psychologist who's gonna change your pattern of behavior. When I talk about pattern of behavior, let's say for example what you do, like if you need to channel, you need to be busy. When I talk about to be busy, what you do on a daily basis, you need to change, so that even you keep your mind, so that you forget that pornography addiction.
How long does it take someone to recover from pornography addiction? For example, now you have gone to the psychologist, how long will it take?
Okay, I think for the habit to change, it depends by individual.
Oh, me as an individual?
Yeah, as an individual. When you talk about pornography addiction, you can be brought to psychologists, and then now you see, because you yourself, you have not decided to get out of pornography addiction, it will take time.
Yeah,
it will take time.
So it's a personal decision.
Yeah, it's a personal decision. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So guys, kama uko hapo and you are addicted to pornography, you can see a psychologist, and if you want to recover, as you have heard, it's your personal decision. The psychology will just help you to recover from your behaviors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so ni wewe ujiamulie. Okay, another question is, in this era, young people, like mtu wako class 8 and ashapewa simu, like can that cause pornography addiction? Like, how can you as a parent, how can you tame that? Umepea mtoto simu akiwa mdogo, how can you tame her or him to not to watch pornography at that early age?
Okay, I think let me say that there is no way you can control a person from getting these sex materials from the web. The only way you can do it is to train your children. It is like now, if you train them in a Christian way, if you can train them the effects. You know, the problem here that we have in our country, even in Africa, people are not talking about sex. You get parents, they just give them, baby boy, you want a phone? Just get it. But you don't know where your children are going. So like now, if you go to, there's a way you can, if it is in the house, there's a way you can control the web that your children feast.
How?
Like let's say, for example, you are using the fiber cable. The fiber cable here. Now, when you give your children, you can control the web. You can control which web feast that the children can feast. Maybe in the house.
Yeah, that's nice, guys. Yeah. So I wanted to ask this question: Can people around you cause you to start watching pornography? Like your friends, waku influence, like that?
Yes, I think friends can be the cause of pornography addiction. How is this gonna work? Let's say, for example, in a circle of my friends, where we hardly discuss about pornography, and then when you talk about pornography, you know, I will start getting interest. Let's say, for example, I'm talking about I'm talking on our way. You know, pornography is like food, right?
Yeah.
Some people, to the young people, it's like food. They can start saying that, you know, I watched this and this, you know how it was, and you can see all that conversation where it's heading to. And then now you will start salivating, like now I can feast that web so that I get to run, right?
But I think there are people with high self-control.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's you as a person to give yourself that self-control. Even if your friends are talking about it, they are watching, you can control yourself not to watch.
Okay, let me tell you one thing, Mumbi. One thing that you need to know, that the influence of friends, the influence is a big factor in somebody's success, in somebody's control. You cannot work with your friends and then you say that, you know, I can control of myself. No, you need to be careful who you welcome into your circle. If your circle is discussing about pornography, and then now you will not have any option, and then as time goes by, you will just get that you have been addicted. You know, it is something that goes with time. Addiction, it is not that something that's gonna start by day. You know, even what you hear, you can put it in the mind. When you put it in the mind, when it's something is going to happen, you're gonna do it.
So you should know who you work with. Yeah, ukiona the people around you are not helping you in any way but destroying you mentally, you can just cut off them.
Yeah,
you can just cut them off. So sir, thank you very much, and I know many people are learning. Will you add something about pornography addiction?
Yes, I think I will add about pornography addiction. Pornography addiction, as we have said, is let me add some other effects that cause pornography. And another thing that makes people to watch pornography, it is people don't believe about themselves. People have low self-esteem. When you have low self-esteem and then you start pornography addiction, your case is gonna be worse. Let me tell the people that anything that you conceive into your mind, it has the impact. And the impact that with pornography, it's gonna cause negative impact. So what I want to tell the viewers, I want to tell you that pornography has caused many things to happen in our world. Look to the cases of rape. When you talk about the case of rape, if somebody has started watching pornography, this person actually is gonna do what? He's gonna rape in the house. It's gonna rape. Another cause that causes rape in our country, even in the world, it is people who are watching pornography. See, I've watched pornography and I've not read. So people want to practice, and then when they want to practice, they just go there. Another effect that causes.
So I mean, so pornography can really increase the cases of rape.
Yeah, it can. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it can, because as I watch, let's for example, I'm not married.
Yeah.
As I watch, you know, I need to practice. If it's a watch and then there's nobody we can do sex with, it means I'm just going to do with another person. So it can cause that.
So guys, pornography has no any positivity in it. It's all negative things. So if you are there and you're watching, just control yourself, and you can stop it. If you can't stop it by yourself, you can visit a psychologist, like you have been told there.
Yeah, and another thing that I can add, it's about when you watch pornography can promote people want to see the way people, it can change the perception of people. When I talk about the perception of the people, people now will just use sex, they see people as sex materials. If it is a guy you want to have a sex, they see you as a material. So I want to say that pornography, it affects even our relationships. If you see there is a guy who's watching the pornography, now you will just seeing like a person, like a material. So when you come to the really thing, even in our sexual life, pornography can cause because the pictures, we have what you call the conflict. What you watch, you want to put into practice. But the really thing, those pornography you watch, some people are using drugs to do such a thing. When they are using to shoot other thing, now let's say for example, maybe we are married, and if we are married here, me, I'm watching pornography, or you are watching pornography. Now whatever you are watching on the social media, you want me to do it. And now me, myself, I can't do it. Now this is going to be the cause of what? The cause of conflict.
There is conflict. There will be conflict between me and you.
Yes, and the reason why the conflict is, the conflict of there's a conflict between the reality and what? And you have the reality and the social life.
Wow.
So what I want to encourage people, pornography has a very big impact on our lives. So
a very big negative impact.
A very big negative impact, for sure. Another thing that can be caused by pornography watch. Pornography watch peer, it can make what you call sex dysfunctions. When you talk about sex dysfunctions, when you talk about dysfunction, it is where you are not functioning well. Because now I'm watching pornography, so my sex interest is gonna go down, right? Now I will just, if it's about to talk about men will just have dysfunction. When I mean that even in erection, they won't erect. I think you are getting the knee. So these are the effects. If it's a woman, the woman would have even there's gonna be dysfunctional in simple term, dysfunction in sex.
Okay, let it view in a Christianity way. We all know that watching pornography is a sin. Yeah, it's a sin because when you read the Bible, masturbation is also a sin, and we know pornography can lead to masturbation, right?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that's not also good, because about when you view in a Christianity way, right?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. If you see, if we see as Mumbi has said, if we see it in a Christian way, pornography can cause masturbation. Because let's say for example you are watching, and then when you watch, your mind wants to do it, so it has to cause masturbation. And masturbation, as we said, if you are a Christian, because we are not talking to, our figures are not only the Christians, we have the Christians and Muslims, but we want to all say that pornography can cause masturbation. Somebody can watch pornography, and after watching, he starts practicing what you call masturbation. And masturbation, as you know, it has its own negative effects. Another negative effects, because we are not going to talk about the negative effects about masturbation, is masturbation itself can cause sex dysfunctional. When you talk about sex dysfunctional, here it is now you are not going to function normal. You are not going to have sex. You are not going to have sex life as it is supposed to be in normal. So you are going to have an abnormal sex. That's what you call dysfunctional sex. Yeah.
Wow. So guys, thank you very much for joining us today. I hope you have learned something. Yeah, I hope with our conversation we have helped someone there who is addicted to pornography. So guys, I hope you will subscribe to the YouTube channel. Kindly support us, and also you can also tell them to subscribe to your YouTube channel. What do you call yourself?
Okay, thank you guys. Every day is a learning day, and every day is a learning day. And the knowledge that we get from our YouTube channel, it can help you to change your life. It can help you to have a very productive life. I mean that you are going to keep your mental health fit. Keep on watching my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel name is Nyakenyanya Japhet, a psychologist and a mediator. As you all know, the only way that you can motivate us, it is by subscribing By subscribing, you'll get our videos, and we do upload our videos on a weekly basis. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Yeah, so thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Bye, guys.